I'm your host with the most local 23. Joining me for Knight in Shining Suit, Chapter 17. Finding Lisa at Ryder's house was a surprise. How, somehow, in the back of your head, you'd expect him to be there alone and waiting. There was a curious thing. He knew that you'd gone out on a date with someone else. Why shouldn't he have the same freedom? More importantly, why did it hurt so much? Was it because you'd finally decided to confront your feelings? Or worse, was it because you'd given up a perfectly nice guy to try and figure it out? Your sleep was fitful, and when you woke up, it felt like you'd spent the night wrestling a bear. Crap. I hope Adam's home. I need him to give me a ride. Phone only rings twice before Adam picks up. You're talking to me again? Does this mean you aren't mad anymore? I know you're only looking out for me. It's hard to stay mad at you for that. He mumbles something under his breath, something that you can definitely want to ignore if you're not going to be mad at him. Listen, I need a ride to Mom and Dad's. And if they ask about Ryder, I'll tell them that we're taking a break, that I'm not ready for the commitment yet. No, wait. I'll tell them that I'm having a hard time with the long-distance relationship. He's rarely here in town. That sounds better. And what are you really going to do about Ryder, Astrid? I've ended our non-working relationship. Apparently, he's my boss, so I'll keep working for him until the profits come in. And then, I'll see how I feel. Do you think you're going to feel less angry? I hope so. I don't like feeling like this. It's like a ball of tension in my chest. I'm not sure if I'm about to have a heart attack or if I need to spend some time in a mental hospital. Would you believe me if I told you this is perfectly normal? Adam, nothing about my life has been perfectly normal since I broke it off with Brian. You know, you don't have to worry about it right now. Ryder has no intention of pulling his investment. Yeah, and I don't want to owe him anything anymore anyway, Adam. Alright, whatever. I'll pick you up at 2. Sound good? Yes, thank you. As the morning passes quickly, this is going to be a tricky afternoon and evening. Hopefully, it also passes quickly. Please? Oh, we've seen this door before, haven't we? In a few minutes to 2, when you grab your purse and head outside to wait for Adam. You nearly choke when you see who's waiting at the curb for you. What are you doing here? He's wearing sunglasses, so you can't see his eyes. But his face is a mask of iciness. His voice, when he answers, matches. If you want to end this, let's end it together. What do you mean? You're going to come to my parents' anniversary party, so we can tell them we're over together? Yeah. Why not? That's why you wanted me, right? It's going to be harder for me to tell them if you're there. Then it's going to be harder. I'm sorry, my love, but if there is one thing I'm not going to do, it's make it easy for you. I like your attitude, man. This is it. Son of a... Why are you doing this? Because I made a promise. I don't remember this promise. I absolve you. You're free. Now shoo. Fly away, free bird. He can't suppress the burst of laughter as he shakes his head. Nice try. You're such an idiot. Family greets you warmly when you arrive. It's a big, crazy family, but they're warm and loving. Perfect. Ryder, greet your parents with warmth he's not given you since you saw him outside your door. Fine. If that's the way we're playing it, then let's do this. Mom, you look glorious. Were you surprised? Oh my God, Astrid, I can't believe you knew and didn't tell me. She wraps her arms around you in a squeezing hug. Your eyes widen. At your father? You told her that you knew? I can't believe you let me make such a fool out of myself in Manhattan. I didn't want to ruin the surprise, Mom. Dad was, insistent. Ryder, did you know? No, ma'am. I wouldn't have been able to keep this secret. I'm horrible at them. Gives your mother a lopsided grin that just enhances his charm. It turns your stomach into knots. I can't decide if I want to hug him or punch him in the face. Darling, you're not wearing your ring. Don't tell me you've lost it. Ryder raises an eyebrow, daring you to tell them the news right now. Mom... Ooh, that would be an a-hole move. Ryder can tell you! It's at Ryder's house. It's not a lie, but it's not entirely the truth either. You can't quite bring yourself to ruin your mother's happiness right this second. It can wait. We're going to have to weld that thing to your finger so you can stop forgetting it. Let's not get crazy. It's just a little too big to wear all the time. Mother makes a non-committal noise and ushers you towards some family members that you haven't seen in a while. Ryder goes in the other direction. You try not to stare as he transforms from ice cold into warm and funny. Conflicted feelings pop up, which makes you more than a little angry. How can I miss someone who doesn't exist? You are irking the shit out of me. He swings one of your nieces up onto his shoulders, and she squeals in delight as he races around chasing after the other kids. Is he the Ryder who is warm and charming, or is he a Ryder that's manipulative and controlling? Where in the... did you see manipulative and controlling? This dude has been nothing but nice this entire time. Astrid, you're a million miles away. What's going on? Startled by out of your musings, you turn a bright smile on your mother. How long have you been standing there contemplating your relationship with him? You seem so happy. Are you having a good day? How can I not be? Your father loves me just as much as after all these years as he did the day he married me. My only daughter is with a man who will take care of her better than I ever hoped for. Looking away so that she doesn't see the guilty look on your face, you clear your throat. Yeah, about Ryder and I. Just then he bursts into your space with a giggling 8-year-old, interrupting your confession. I'm beat, little princess. Why don't you play with your brother while I catch my breath? Gotcha! She puts up a grumbled protest before racing off to join the other kids. Turns and gives your mother a blinding smile. Need any help, Mom? Mom? What the hell? Why are you calling my mother Mom? I told him to. He'll be married within the year anyway. He may as well get used to it. What? We're not getting married. Yet. We're not getting married yet. If your glare could burn through Ryder, he'd be dead right now. If my glare could burn through her, she wouldn't exist. We'll be thankful of the day you met our girl, Ryder. When Bri... She trails off and looks away, hiding her tear-filled eyes. It makes your heart clench. It's okay. I know everything about Brian and what he did. I wish he hadn't hurt her. But his loss was my gain, because if he hadn't, I never would have met the love of my life. Your mom turns her tears-filled eyes on Ryder before throwing her arms around him. You're too sweet. I'm grateful, too. You're going to be the best son-in-law. Sweetheart, you were just about to tell me something about you and Ryder. What was it? Yes, sweetheart. What were you about to say to your mom? You glare at Ryder. Ryder? I need to speak with you in private. It's too good to be true. That's actually a good way to put it. Oh, I know, darling. You really lucked out with this man. How fortunate he came along when he did. The luck was entirely mine, Mom. My entire world clicked into perfect place when she dropped into it. Oh, Astrid, keep this one. It reminds me of your father. She kisses Ryder's cheek and then saunters away, keeping a frustrated scream at bay. You shake your head and leave as well. How could he make this so hard for me? I thought he was going to help me tell my parents. No, I like the thinking. The guy's in love with you. You, up until this point, thought it was entirely fake, and of course he's going to make it as hard as possible for you to break it up. Because you want it to be fake, so it's easy to break off. Fuming, you go to your dad, who's sitting at a table watching the kids play. How are you, Dad? Never been better, kiddo. 30 years of marriage, and I fall in love with your mother a little more each day. He reminds me of Lucifer. I envy you. You found your ever after. You found yours too. He waves at Ryder, who is now entertaining your Uncle Reynolds and 2 of your aunts with a supposedly funny story. You're lucky, kiddo. He didn't have to be rich as long as he loved you. But you got both in spades. The guilt is overwhelming. You open your mouth to tell your father the truth when Ryder catches your eye. You've been over laughing at something your uncle has said. He's wiping at tears of mirth. He genuinely likes your uncle. Not many people do. Uncle Reynolds takes a bit of getting used to. That man will do anything for you, Astrid. Hold on to him. You know, I never liked Brian. What? You didn't say anything. You loved him. You were so happy when you told us that you were getting engaged, I couldn't bring myself to hurt your feelings. And when he cheated on you, your mother had to explain to me that if I went to prison for murder, she'd lose her sense of humor. I had no idea. I thought you guys were so disappointed in me for losing out on a catch. Oh, God, no. I would have made that clear. But you showed up to the wedding so happy and in love with Ryder. I thought I didn't need to. I'm sorry I didn't say anything sweet or sweetheart. I hate the thought that you would have ever think I'd be disappointed in you. Dad. I'm speechless. I wish that we had talked about this sooner. It would have made a lot of choices much easier. I wish we had too, Pumpkin. I don't ever want you to feel like I'd be disappointed in you. Your worth isn't based on who you're in a relationship with. I love you no matter what. Thanks, Dad. That means a lot to me. I love you no matter what, too. You leave your dad and settle into the swing set. Ryder is with some cousins and the older kids singing and playing on a guitar. He doesn't look like a cold and calculating asshole right now. That's what scares me. What if I'm wrong about him? Oh, Christ. It's like every chapter the same shit. Can you just decide already? What if I'm projecting my own insecurity on him, and he's just trying to help me? On the other hand, what if he's using me? For what? For goddamn what is he using you for? You have nothing. You have no wealth. You have no... You know, I'm just not even gonna do it. I'm not even gonna do it. I'm not... Deep breath. He looks like he belongs here. With this family. Your internal thoughts stutter out as Gina. Your cousin sits down on the swing next to you. You know, the one that slept with your fiance at the time? Yeah, the day before your wedding. Anyway, well, not day, but, you know, pretty close. When you were younger, this was your favorite spot in the yard. You tried to swing as high as you could, each of you giggling. You were close once before she betrayed you. I'm glad you're happy, Astrid. At least it takes some of the guilt away. Brian was not good enough for you. Seriously. I know. Just hear me out, okay? You get 10 seconds. Okay, I deserve that. Astrid, I used to envy you a lot. I may have had everything that my heart desired, but I felt like you got more attention, love, and respect. Everything just seemed to come out so easily for you. The room just lights up when you enter it. Everyone just loves you because you're you. It takes concentrated effort to keep your mouth shut, because if you open it right now, you're going to tell her off. What I thought that off was, you know, pretty much telling her off. My dad loves you like you were his own. Hell, even my brother likes you better than me. You're not even related to them by blood. I grew up envying you, but jealousy reared its ugly head. The worst part is that you were the only one that stood by me all those years. You were supposed to be my best friend. I shared everything with you. Including a man, question mark. And you took everything from me, every chance you got. I know. She looks like she's going to reach for you, but you flinch and pull away. I know I betrayed you. I can't tell you how sorry I am. I don't want to hear this. But you have to, please. I have to get this off my chest. It's killing me. Oh, please. Is it like a good old 8-inch long butcher knife? Your eyes drift over to Ryder, who's teaching your nephew how to change chords on the guitar. Your chest eases just a little. All right, say what you have to say. After Brian would take you home at the end of the night, he'd go out after. To bars, strip clubs, Whatever would get him that one night stand. I thought, you can't blame the guy. He wasn't getting any from you, but when he kept tearing through women, I confronted him. And in the bizarre, twisted moment, I was yelling at him, and then we were tearing at each other. I don't need the details, thanks. Right, sorry. It kept happening again and again. And we both knew we needed to stop because of you, but we couldn't. We didn't mean to betray you. Oh, bullshit! Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. We didn't mean to betray you, but, I mean, at least I didn't. It just happened. You're right to be angry. Oh, of course I am. What do you want from me? What's the point of this, Gina? Tears are rolling unchecked down her face, and for a moment you feel sorry for her. Ha ha ha, I don't. I want to know that you're happy. You don't have to be happy for me, just for us. I want you to be happy for you. God, at first I was so mad at you for beating me yet again. The guy's 1,000 times better than Brian. I thought you did it despite me, and make Brian jealous. If that was your intention, then you won. It's hard not to admit that it had been your intention, but you keep your mouth shut. She doesn't deserve this victory. You were all talked about on our wedding night, and we thought it wouldn't last. It was all for show, but he's still here. The way he looks at you, Brian never looked at you like that, and he looks at you like with a yearning and love, and that just blows me away. Brian might have broken your heart, but you found someone who truly is worthy of you, who seems to really love you. Astrid, do you think you'll ever be able to forgive me? Honestly? I have a saying. Screw me once, shame on you. Screw me twice, shame on me. I'm willing to give anyone one screw-up. One screw-up. One. I've done it to exes where they've cheated on me, and it's been unfortunate. And it's funny because I live with an open door policy. Just tell me. Just tell me, and then you wouldn't be screwing up. Just tell me you want to go taste the forbidden fruit, or try something new, or whatever. Just tell me. And it's funny, it's weird that you can't ever get people to be that goddamn honest. It's like they can't. So, as this being her first screw-up, I believe, I'll go with probably. You destroyed everything I thought was real in this world. It's not going to come easy. But maybe someday? You're not. Yes, someday. Finally, take a good look at Gina. Pregnancy has changed her body. She's no longer the hottest person in the room. You almost feel sorry for her. What? Nothing's wrong with pregnancy. You have a life growing in you. Was she right about Ryder? Does he really love me? Ryder's looking right at you. When you glance back at him, he's singing a song. The words are fuzzy, but he looks almost anguished. If only Eliza hadn't been at his house last night, we could have figured this out. Astrid, I know you. Better than you know yourself. You need to recognize a good thing when it's staring you in the face. Oh my God, please. That man is head over heels in love with you. Genuinely in love with you. More than you love him. I can tell you've been avoiding each other all day. Don't let whatever hang-ups you have about Brian color your view of Ryder. Ryder can make you happy if you let him. He's good for you, and you don't underestimate your feelings for him. I'm not sure you're the best person to be giving me advice, Gina. Maybe I'm the only one to be giving you this advice. I don't have anything to gain from you being deliriously happy. She bats her knee and groans as she gets up out of the swing. If you do end up marrying him, invite me to your wedding. I'll be there, and I'll be so damned happy for you. A tear drops onto your hand. When did you start crying? Do you know you never cried once over Brian when you were together? Huh? Is that true? Yeah. You need to ask yourself why that is. She doesn't get an answer as she walks away. Too busy staring hard at Ryder, trying to figure out, what is his game? He doesn't have a game, goddammit! You're irking the shit out of me! Okay. My god. I'm biting my lip as hard as I can. Well, not nearly as hard as I can, but you know what I mean. This woman irks me. She's gonna give me a migraine. And it's one of those days. Anyway, with that being said, I hope y'all did enjoy the video. Feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. We've got, I believe, 2 more chapters of this left. Head down description below. There's links to social media, our Discord, and a few links to support me and my content. Until next time, stay weird, still awesome. And I hope y'all having a great day, and you're not as stupid as this MC. Thank you. Bye.